morning. Good afternoon. I'd just like to start by acknowledging our spiritual father, Pastor T.L. Immanuel, as well as our spiritual mother, Prophet Angel, the leaders, saints, and a warm welcome to those who are joining us for the first time. You'll soon be standing here, trust me. I will be very brief with my testimonies. Yes, plural. I should have been here a month ago, but I'm here now. I'll start off by, at the beginning of last year, I started a new job. As some of you know, or most of you know, I'm in property. I left property in 2016, having been there for about 6 years, and I got into events. At the beginning of last year, with everything that happened with COVID, I had to then choose a different career path because I felt it in my heart that this is just not for me, not right now. Every time I thought things were going to get better, there was another lockdown, there was another this, there was another that. It was just not going to happen. So I said to myself, Zanele, apply. I sent my CV everywhere where they said, when I CEO, I was sending my CV, everything. I don't have the experience, send. I received a phone call from a lady who said, I've received your CV and I'd like to interview you. I got so excited I didn't ask what was the position. And she said, you know what, I want it to be a relaxed interview. Please come to Mug and Bean. For sure, I'll meet you there, Northgate Mug and Bean. I think it was 2 days before. It was on a Wednesday. She said, let's meet on a Friday. I said, no problem, we'll meet. I hung up the phone and I said to my husband, I'm going for an interview, but I don't know what company. I know the company, but I don't know the position. But I'm going. I'll go by faith. It's fine. We talk, and within 2 minutes, he says, no, what? You're going to join us. You're definitely joining us. And I thought to myself, okay, maybe I must go back. This is in property. So maybe I need to go back into property. This time I was going as a candidate property practitioner. I was warned before I started that, you know what, you won't get a salary for about 3 months. Even if you sell a house today, you wait for registration, which takes about 3 months. So you will not get your money today. No, it's fine. Now I've got this. I've never had a problem with securing jobs in the property sector. So I knew, don't worry, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my money. It's okay. Month 3 came, no properties, no payments, no salary. 6 months, I got my first 2 properties. There was no movement, nothing was happening. I got to 9 months where I was like, okay, now I want something in my bank account. I have no salary, but through the grace of God, everything I needed was provided for. And I had purchased, I turned to be a cash person. So I was like, everything that I purchased, car, whatever, I said, if I buy it, I want to buy it cash. Towards the end of this, I'll explain why I had to go cash. And at the beginning of this year, again, a whole year passed, no salary. At the beginning of this year, I said, no, man, something's got to give. This year, something's got to give. That's when Pastor then mentioned transfer of wealth. And I said, you know, this is coming to me. I don't know how, but this is mine. This year, things are going to change. These 2 properties, mind you, at this point for a year, I sat with them. I've taken people, I've had views, nothing, no action on these properties, none whatsoever. And usually if you don't sell within 6 months, you lose your job because now you're a seat warmer, if I can put it that way. I never lost my job. Another 6 months, never lost my job. And then when Pastor said the transfer of wealth, I said, this is for me, and I'm going to take it. I received a phone call in February, I think it was March, around February or March, from my manager, who said to me, Zanele, where are you? I thought, you know, why is she calling me? Where am I supposed to be? She says, Zanele, I've got some properties I want to transfer into your name. Whose properties are these that you want to transfer into my name? She says to me, don't ask me any questions. I also don't know why. I said, I won't ask you any questions. It's fine. I'll wait for your call. You'll transfer it on the system, the CRM system, that they're in my name, and I'll take over. And I said, just quickly, where are these properties coming from? She mentions they're from person X. Now, person X, they've been singing her praises because she's one of the top agents. She's just been going and going. She's been there for 20 years. Why am I getting these properties in less than a year when there's other agents in Pretoria who can do this? Then she says to me, don't worry. Ask no questions, hear no lies. It's for you. I'll call you later. I said thinking, why am I getting these properties? Are they dilapidated properties, crooked doors that now Zanele must try and sell and work a miracle? I said, okay, it's fine, just wait for it. When she did the transfer, she phoned me and she says, Zanele, okay, I'm going to do it today. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. I'm going to do it today. And I said, oh, quickly, I forgot to ask one question. What's the protocol for the commission? Because these aren't my properties and weren't sourced by me, what often happens is you discuss a commission split and you sign documentation. I said, okay, there's 3 of them. What's the split? She said, no, I'll get back to you about that. Okay, always getting back to me, but okay, I'll wait. Started praying about it. I said, thank you, Lord, you've heard me. You know my heart, you know. Whatever will be, but I'm trusting in you. I get a phone call 10 minutes later, and she says, you know what, there's going to be no commission split. It's all yours. I said, okay. I go in line. She said, I've done the transfer. I'm like, I wonder where these properties are. Again, I've said yes. Where are they? And I look. One property is 3 streets away from me. Now, my area is a very hard one to enter due to, it needs a lot of transformation, and agents have been there for 20 years, and now here comes this Zanele who wants to take over. I put my board up. It was removed so many times. I put my board up, and I said, it's fine. I get a phone call from someone and says, you know what, I want to view this property. This one was a rental. They viewed it. I'm interested. So many people came, I'm interested. I never got documentation. A week later, someone says, I'm interested. Same day I get documentation, same day I get approval. I said, okay, thank you, Lord, thank you. We organized everything. In short, it was finalized yesterday. I did a key handover yesterday. So that one was done. Then Pastor said, release the word big for March. I'm like, again, Nazo, this is mine again. I'm going big. Last year, there was a development company that was looking for agents, and they said, no, they're full, and they need people who've been agents for this long and that long. And I said, it's fine. Give me a chance. No, try again at the end of this year. That would have been end of 2023. And I said, no, I'm phoning them today. And I sent her documentation, and I said, our previous email refers. And she said to me, it's fine. Just send this documentation through. Look, within 20 minutes, I sent everything. And she said, here you go, here's the list of the developments that we're working on. If you can just look at this list for now. I loaded this, within an hour, I loaded the property. Then she phones me and says, you know what, actually, here you can have access to the whole system here on this side. Load the properties, load the developments, go for it. She's now a friend of mine, but we've never met face to face. But I've now loaded a further 3 developments. If for those of you who know Pretoria, it's in 6 Fountains, so you know to enter that development is very difficult. A colleague of mine the week later phones me, says, Zanele, I want to work with you. We've never sat and seen each other. We work hybrid, so we're in and out of the office. She says to me, I want to work with you. There's an estate in Pretoria. I don't know if you know it, Mooikloof. I said, oh, I've been wanting to get there. Those houses don't go less than 5 million. She says, I've actually got a 9 million, but I want to work with you. I don't know. I think you can help me. When I spoke to her, I'm like, how long have you been a practitioner for? She's like, no, about 4 years, but I know, hey, I can see you know this, Mark. And I thought, actually, I've been a property practitioner for a year and a half, but okay, I will help you and I can do this. And she says, okay, cool, we're going to work on this together. We've just signed the contract. Today, she says to me, send me a photo because I want to make sure you image your peers as well. This is this morning. She says to me she wants my image. I said, no, trust me, I've got a lot of those for you. I'll email you. I thought it was going to end there. I then get, there's an estate, a country estate here in Midrand, Crescentwood. And I thought, you know what, this estate, I want to get into it. And there was a particular house that I saw that I thought, this house has been on the market too long. It needs to sell. There's no reason why it's not selling. I spoke to my manager. And she said to me, you know what, actually, 2 of the agents over here were working on this property. But they say it's too hard, the owner's difficult, he wants to work with too many people. I said, it's fine. Can I take over? She said, no, legally, let's check it out, and then within a week, I'll let you know. A week later, she said, okay, Zanele, if you want to try your luck, go for it. So knowing what I know, I was like, I'm going for a marketing strategy. I was busy marketing strategy, canvassing plan. What am I going to do? I'm going to wow this gentleman. I phone him and I say, Mr. This is Zanele. I know you want an open mandate where there's a bunch of agents working on your property, but I don't work like that. This one, I can market by myself. And he said, you know what? I'll see and just send me the mandate. You know, one of those quick calls. And I thought, okay, I'm going to send him the mandate. We're going to meet and I'm going to give him this presentation. And something told me, no, man, in my heart. It was after the 9 o'clock prayer session. I said, no. I'm sending a sole and exclusive mandate. He's going to sign it. I sent it to him on a Wednesday. On a Friday, no email, no nothing. Hi, thanks, attachment, mandate. And I thought, I phoned my manager who said this difficult man. I said, this difficult man that you said, he signed the contract. So at the end of this year, you're going to give me an award at the award ceremony. If there isn't an award for this, you will create one for me. And she laughed and she said, you know, Zanele, I don't know what's happening with you. The past 2 months, you've been on fire. I'm like, there's more to come. Don't worry. And she said, no, keep working. And that was when I realized, you know what? You can have a dry season and suddenly things will just change. You don't, not through your own, this was not through my own strength. I even said to my cell group members, guys, I'm going big, this house. And I posted in our cell group and I said, Pastor said we must go big, so whoever wants to buy this house, here you go, 3.5 million. It's yours. And lastly, there's more. On Friday, I get confused with the long weekend. Yesterday, I received a phone call from a woman who said to me, hi, I just saw your number on the internet, Wabua or Yatet. Out of excitement again, I said any. Then she goes, any language, any. No, you said Kabua or Yatet, so you can pick one. So she says, okay, Kitlabua. And I'm like, oh, gosh, why didn't she say Zautet? Then she says, why is it, I want to come to that side. I want to come to Pretoria. I'm currently in Cape Town. I'm coming to Pretoria. I want to buy from a development. So I get you, and now what can you recommend? That's where she gonna said Sotho, and now she's speaking in Sotho, and I said, Sotho, I'll locate you wherever you are, come. I may, I won't get like a development, get like over 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, but like the stairs, go guy. I don't know about la moko Pitor. Kara kautla the way Pitor, motoa Pitor. Kara okay. I'll get you your place, don't worry me. Gotta make a email address. You know, sometimes it's an agent who's trying to find out what your stock is. So, gotta email me. Okay, no, after this phone call, get a romela yon. And my sweetie, ne? Sorry. My sweetie, I just want to work with you alone. I don't know if you'll find my property. If it's not the ones that you have, you'll find one for me. Because I'm buying this cash. I'm 67 years old. And I said, no, you're still young, don't worry. She says to me, I want 2.5 million cash, my husband and I. You're going to find us a property. And I said, I will. I hung up. Within 5 minutes, I got a message. I've got her email address, and we're now looking for a property. She's coming at the end of April, and she says to me, no matter what happens, you are the one. I feel something. You're the one who's going to find my property. And that is my testimony on how things just changed. And, you know, in closing, I just want to say, keep praying. All of this happened when I got deeper and deeper into my prayer life. I've always been someone who prays, but I've gotten on another level now, you know, not just before I go to sleep. Whenever I get a chance, the prayer sessions, I join them. And as Sister just said, I forgot to mention this, I'm so sorry. My credit check, the reason why I buy cash is because in 2016, I left the job thinking I'd find a job soon, and I got a phone call that said, if you go on debt review, they won't take your car, your house, you'll be safe. So I signed for debt review, which was the biggest mistake I made. I stopped checking my credit report because I knew I was on debt review, so I'd always get this big fat note there. I think the same service that Sister Anastasia was referring to is the same one. I also said, no man, I need to check my credit record, I have to. And I phoned for a bond approval, and the lady said to me, you know what, yes, everything is fine. I said, oh, is there no debt review on there? No, there's no debt review. I phoned the company that I had done debt review with, and she says, ma'am, we have no records of you. And I said, okay. I thought I was losing my mind. So I hung up, and I said, maybe this one is still new, I'll phone again. I phoned twice. There's no records of me on debt review. So I checked my credit check. I did my credit check. Suddenly, I am someone who qualifies for things. I qualify. So thank you. I just like to, I give him all the glory, all the praise, and all the honor. It's all through the Lord. It is not through my strength. But when a word is released, if something just moves in you, grab it, meditate on it, it will come to pass, and pray. I thank the Lord for all that he has done. Glory to God.